Duldalau, and it's exciting to be here this morning. May Duldalau here from YesFinanciallyFree.com, and we're doing a great training. The topic today is cryptocurrency investing for passive income. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is May Duldalau. Roka 201, welcome. Humble Guy 79, welcome to the scope. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for all the live viewers on Periscope. Appreciate you. Hi, Kiro. Hi, someone just slipped by missed your name. Hi, Ken. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Today we're going to be talking about a hot topic. Hi, JPhil01. Hi, Real. Hi, guys. Hi, Michael Mora. Okay, lots of people. Hi, Woodcarver. Where's Woodcarver? I loving you. Welcome to the scope. Okay, so I am live on my blog. That's YesFinanciallyFree.com. Los Angeles. All right. Hey, someone's already talking about the volatile market of cryptocurrency. Very exciting stuff here. So let me just say who I am and welcome all these new people on Periscope. Thanks for the hearts. Love the hearts. I am live on Instagram, which is Finance Freedom Mastermind, and I'm live on Periscope. May Duldalau is my name. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Follow me if you haven't on Periscope. I always do great scopes on financial freedom, investing, creating passive income, quitting your job like I did. So let's talk about me real quick. And I'm also live on my blog on YouTube Live. All right. So my blog is YesFinanciallyFree.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. So Gladys Sunforic, welcome. My name, as I said, was May Duldalau. People losing so much money. Students got a top number on this. I should what was talking about here. But anyway. Hi, Ali81. Welcome. So I used to have a lot of debt. Back in 2010, I had about $30-something thousand. I think it was about $35,000 in consumer debt. That's like credit card debt, personal loans, lines of credit debt, things like that. Okay. Now in 2012, when I married my husband, that's 2 years later. All right, my consumer debt was lower. It was like 25,000 or 20-something thousand. My husband actually had over $300,000 in debt, but he also had a house that was underwater. Okay, so when we married, we both had a lot of debt. In October of 2015, my husband was completely debt-free. What does that mean? He had no mortgage, no second line of credit anymore. He didn't have a car debt. He didn't have any debt, no credit card debt, nothing. Okay, October 2015. And in April of 2016, I had no debt. So I had wiped out all the credit card debt, all the personal line credit debt. All of that was completely debt-free. We had improved our net worth by $500,000. That's $500,000 since the year that we got married in 2012, 2016. All right. So our financial results are not typical. However, they're not. How do I say? You can definitely reproduce them. Okay. It's not something. I didn't do magic. We didn't do magic. We did a lot of things that we learned from financial education, like pay yourself first. Focus on paying down debt, stay within your lifestyle, spending habits, and also invest at the same time. Why is crypto losing a lot? It was 800 billion. Good questions I got coming out here. I'm not going to answer things that I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Hi, Jew69, welcome. So thanks for the heart. So in the span from 2010 to 2016, I went from very poor to being, feeling very rich. I'm not exactly rich, I'm not a millionaire, but I went from having debt to having no debt, and so did my husband. So our net worth increased. I guess if you increase your net worth by $500,000, that is a very rich thing, isn't it? Now that I think about it. So anyways, in 2016, I quit my job. So it was in December. I became debt-free in April, but I quit in December. And ever since then, I've been training people on how to become financially free faster, right? How to generate your own passive income, how to pay yourself your own paycheck. And I also am a mom, all right? So I do my webinars early in the morning in Hawaii time. I live in Honolulu. That's where I'm broadcasting from. Do you want a side, man? Don't mind. Can you help me message? I already have a side. If you want to check out my side, click on the link in my profile, okay? That's where I coach people how to create passive income, all right? So let's talk about a little bit about 2016, 2017, then we'll talk about cryptocurrency, okay? Thanks for the, someone took a photo, okay? Thanks the hearts, guys. They're really loving the love, and thank you. Downtown Zoo Resort. Hi, Instagram followers, welcome for joining in too as well. So what happened after all that debt was gone? I quit my job in December, and then I started my own business. By July, my business was already funding the money. What about panic selling this week? Are they panic selling? Great time to buy. Okay, anyway. Awesome. Anyway, all the hearts, guys. Okay, let's talk about 2017. I bought a condo with my husband in Waikiki. All right, so I'm talking to you from. That's why I have a surfboard on the roof. On the wall. So we bought a condo. It's a little condo in Waikiki, right near the beach. We can see Friday night fireworks. We just walk over to the beach by the Hilton Hawaiian Resort. We live in a great location now. So now I went from like debt, no place, to now owning condo in Waikiki, having my own part-time business, and doing what I love the most. And what I love is being a mom. Okay, I don't know if you guys know me personally, but if I do other lives and you're on it, and it's not on Wednesday morning, it's usually with my son at the beach or something, because I love being a mom, and I just like being with him, playing with him. I think he's super cute, and I like how I have to stay so active. Like I have to work out and stay healthy and eat healthy just so I have enough energy to keep up with my son. So this is who I am. All right. How much Bitcoin did you lose? I didn't lose any Bitcoin. I didn't lose any Bitcoin. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about cryptocurrency now. So now you guys know my story. Remember, my blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. And if you go there on the right side of the blog, right now I'm broadcasting live. The same topic is broadcasting live on my blog. So if you want to watch a replay, you can also go to the blog. No, the title is not. Okay, put in your name and your email. Okay, your name and your email. Get on my email list, and you'll get all these topics sent out to you every week. I'll tell you what I'm going to be talking about, what topics we're going to go over, and you can stay up to date. And you can talk to me too if you have any questions or you want to just talk about your finances, whatever is important to you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about cryptocurrency and investment for passive income. So I actually went online to research this yesterday a little more thoroughly. I've been doing my own investing on the side, but I wanted to see if there was better stuff out there. And I've been hearing a lot of different things, so I wanted to check it out. A lot of the cryptocurrency investing information you see out on the internet right now is all about buying it and selling it. They're kind of like day trading, Thanks to the heart. Now, if you know me at all, I already just told you that I'm a full-time mom, right? Full-time mothers do not have time to day trade. Okay, I'll tell you that right now, because we're cooking and we're taking our kids out. They don't have the attention span to day trade on computers. 4-year-olds like to go to playgrounds, they like to go to zoos, beaches. Okay, so the kind of investing that I do is investing where you don't have to spend time. All right, or not a lot of time. So I don't do day trading. I don't do forex trading. That takes too much of my time. All right. Day trade is possible with a mobile phone. Yeah, but you have to look at your phone instead of your child. Someone says, I need a wife like you. My husband definitely agrees, and that's why he has me as his wife. Thanks for the hearts, guys. So you're talking all about long-term holds. So this is a person who's definitely kind of like an investor. Because every time I talk to day traders, they're like long-term, short-term, long-term. It's funny. I love it. But yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All long-term holds. So I'm not a short-term girl, okay? I do look at things short-term in the beginning, all right, just to make sure that it's safe, it makes sense. Is it legit? Is it a business model that I like? But other than that, I'm not into investing like go out, go in, and go out. It takes too much time. I'd rather be with my son, my family, my husband. We go on date nights, I like to cook healthy food for him and stuff. So this is who I am, all right? Now, I also like to go to the beach, and I don't like bringing my phone to the beach and doing myself. I actually like going to the beach, diving in, swimming, Top 2 big things besides Bitcoin. Oh, so funny. You're going to take my opinion? Go do some research on your own, okay? I got to say. Right now, I can talk a little bit about it. But let's talk about it. So this is what I found. A lot of people are talking about investing in cryptocurrency, and they're like, go buy some, hold it, and see how much it'll be worth in 20 years, right? You can do that if you want. That doesn't take too much time. But for me, that doesn't help my bottom line. What does that mean, my bottom line? I mean, I like to invest and get paid. All right. I don't like to put money in and not get paid. So I don't like to put money somewhere and just wait for it to increase in value. I have more Bitcoin than you. I'm asking your opinion because it might be of value. Oh, this is awesome. This guy knows he has more Bitcoin than me. Maybe he owns more Bitcoin than anyone. How do you even know which Bitcoin I have? Can we turn the market? Oh, that guy can. No one knows where Bitcoin is. Oh, that's so funny. I can give you examples of other people, but let's talk about this right now. So what kind of Bitcoin investing or cryptocurrency investing, Ethereum, VCAD, Dash, whatever, what kind of investing am I talking about then when I'm talking about don't buy and hold it forever, okay? Cryptocurrency investing that I'm interested in, things that I do, how do we invest in here? So the kind of cryptocurrency investing that I do, wow, someone has 250 Bitcoin they bought in 2011. Yay! Okay, I put happy attention on you. I did. Someone said his name is David. Hi guys, welcome to the live. So the type of crypto investing that I like to do is mining and lending. All right. Now I do buy it because I need to buy it to lend it. Okay, so that's about all I have to say about it. Because why? Why do I like this kind of investing? All right, because I can put the money in there, it creates interest, or I get other things through mining. Mine just give you a burger to mine. Okay, so if you start mining crypto, you get more coin, right? And you're spending your resources. You have to spend energy. You have to spend time. You have to spend. If you have a computer, you have to use your own resources, right? There are a lot of people talking. Bitcoin is shutting down their lending platform. I don't even know what exactly you mean, but that's cool anyway. Okay. So here are some examples. There was a company recently, actually. So why does it need cryptocurrency? Amazon Ripple. You need a high power PC now. Okay, lots of interesting topics going on. So I started investigating this online. So here are some things that I found. So I focused first on lending to people who are trading. Okay. So the first thing that I tried was recommended by a friend called USI Tech. Okay. Now I'm not recommending you do USI Tech. Okay. I'm just telling you my experience, and I am not a financial advisor. Okay. So you have to check out everything I say on your own. All right. So I started with a package in this USI Tech, and oh my gosh, someone is so negative. We gotta block a negative person. Okay. Now USI Tech actually shut down its affiliate business in the U.S. and Canada. Okay. So when they shut down their business in the U.S. and Canada, you can't really go and get it if you're in the U.S. and Canada. But if you're in other countries, I think you can still buy their products. They have these packages where you invest some Bitcoin into their package and they give you interest. Now the daily interest accrual was about 0.6 to 1.1% a day, which is extremely high. Okay, I don't have any investments that made me that high a return. I know you don't need a high partnership. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so that was one method that I started, and I would have totally loved to share it with you, except they shut down their affiliate marketing. You cannot buy any packages in USA and Canada. However, if you're in another country, you can definitely look up USI Tech, and that's one example of a place that has lending. USI Tech is a forex trading company, and they share with the people who lend them money their profits from doing their forex trading, which is what they do professionally. So that was one thing that I recommended, that I was thinking of recommending, but today I'm not exactly recommending, but it's an example. Okay. Because to make 0.6% a day is huge. All right. Bitcoin dropped from 20,000 to around 10,000. That's just true. It did drop in value. So when you're doing things like mining Bitcoin or you're lending Bitcoin, you put in some and what you do with it, and this is the key, all right? You put your money in, and as it creates income for you, you sell it off. You sell off the income, all right? Then you're not so concerned with this rise and fall stuff. Okay, people get really freaked out because if you put in money when Bitcoin was 20,000 and it went to 10, you just lost half your money, right? And I would be like, oh my God, people freak out like, I just lost half my money. That's why you don't want to invest like that, all right? Now, you can. I know some people who doubled their money, sold it at 20,000, and then, they're doing great. So I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you a method that I use, and if you like it, you can use it. That's all I'm doing today, okay, guys? Thanks for the hearts, by the way. I love the pretty colors. Thank you for all the people giving your hearts. Really appreciate it. So this is a method that I use that gets rid of all the aggravation, all the stress. You're welcome, TT Trek. And we have a super fan. Thanks, super fan. Love you. Lots of questions. I might not answer all your questions, guys, because it's too many popping up, okay? But I do love my super fans. I just want to give a shout out. They're on every week, no matter what my topic is, for years and years. Who knows? Some of them have been following me for years. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for being super fans, okay? All right. Yeah, I'm getting too many questions to answer here. All right, so you put your money into a lending program. You put your money into a mining program, all right? Here's the things you have to consider. First of all, let's talk about the lending since we started with that. When you put your money in the lending program, you have to make sure, of course, that you're going to get your money back. So as long as you have a valid lending program, I would pick one, start small, just to test them, make sure they're real, okay? There's a lot of fraud out there. Be sure you double check these companies, call their customer service, make sure they're real. There's a lot going on in the crypto world that is just not legit, all right? But you find a lending program that you like. If you're not in the United States, you might consider USI Tech. That was one that I knew of. There are other ones that are out there that I'm still investigating, and I haven't actually done any investing with them, so I don't know if they're legit yet. So I don't want to say their name and have you go be like, and then find out they're not real. I don't know yet either. The only one I know that's real so far is USI Tech. That's why I mentioned their name. So anyway, these programs will you give them a little bit of your money. They will use it for their forex trading and they have their own mining rigs too. Okay, so they're mining, they're doing forex trading. They have their own different angles. You have to read what they're doing with the money, and then they share the profit with you, right? Now, if the profit is 2.3% a day or higher, that's huge, right? So I mean, that's bigger than real estate investing. Okay, let's be real here. So all you do is you take your money, you invest in one of their lending programs, and then when you get paid the interest daily, you take that interest out. And what I do is monthly, I will take the interest and I'll sell it for US dollars, and then I use that money to pay my rent and my expenses. Okay? So you keep your money in the investment forever, for long term, but you pay yourself the money you make. That way, when the market goes up and down, you're not going to freak out, all right? Let's say it did drop. I didn't freak out. When it dropped 10,000, I didn't freak out. Why didn't I freak out? Because my lending program is still paying me money, okay? Oh, someone's talking about the missile scare. Thanks for asking. I was a little bit scared, I have to admit. I mean, I got a message saying a ballistic missile was coming to Hawaii, right? I was in a yoga class at the time, okay? And I get this message and I was like, holy cow. But this is a good thing to talk about real quick. All right. So a shark. I don't think I'm a shark, but you think so. So anyway, what happens is I looked at my phone and I was like, "There's a ballistic missile coming." For those of you who don't know, we had this text message in our phones, and people who live in Hawaii that said that a ballistic missile was coming. This is not a test, and to find shelter. And I'm like, okay, where do I go if there's a ballistic missile coming? Okay, so I see someone talking about risking money. Okay, so let's talk about the ballistic missile real quick, and we'll go back to currency. So when I saw that message, I thought about it. I kind of did a review of my life, and I said, and I realized something that was really important. I realized that everything I'm doing in my life, I really love. And my life is fulfilled. So if I were to die today, I would actually be okay. There are no regrets. I had zero regrets, right? Because I knew that what I was doing was what I wanted to do. I was a mom. I was in a yoga class taking care of myself, right? I was a great wife. I do what I love, which is talk to people about making money and having a better lifestyle and, you know, having passive income generation, paying off debt, living the life that you want. Maybe it's being a mom or whatever. And I love that. You know, it's a cool profession. It's fun. You know, and I realized that my life was already fulfilled. And what I wanted to do at the time was continue yoga. So we started to continue yoga and stuff. But anyway, so that's what my realization was when I got that message about the bliss, was that actually my life is pretty good and I'm okay with everything right now. So you might want to think about that for yourself. You know, what if you did get a message and you knew that a missile was coming to your place, and you know, who knows what would happen? What would your life review tell you about yourself? Would you be happy with your life right now? Would you feel good about what you're doing in your life? I mean, it's a really big question, right? And I have some people, you should see in Hawaii, people are totally like reviewing their life now. All kinds of stuff happening. It's very interesting. So, and that was the ballistic missile warning. Okay. So back to crypto. Okay. Sorry for the small side, but it was a big deal, I have to admit. Cryptocurrency. So that's the first thing. I lend it and I pay myself. Why do I do that? It's a systematic way to increase the value of my increase my lifestyle. God, pick me up. So you're a loan shark, no collateral. Okay, not sure what you mean exactly by that, but anyway. So that's one thing. So you lend money, and then you get money from the interest, and then you use the interest to pay for your lifestyle. Okay, so that's one way to increase your lifestyle, help pay for mortgages. So it's different from buying and holding, because when you buy and hold, you're not making any money, right? It doesn't improve your life. Hello, hi. It doesn't improve your life right now. And the important thing in investing for me is that I'm getting paid for my investment and that it improves my lifestyle like now. Okay, so I'm not sure what you just said. I'm sure it was good. Something about liquidating and miners and stuff. Just start from New York City. Hi, Crypto Mania Breaker freaked out to me. Well, hopefully you will pull yourself out and you will learn from the experience, right? Okay. Yeah, I haven't put that much in it to, you know, it's a very volatile investment, as a lot of people know, and I'm test investing a lot of different things. So after being in so much debt back in 2010, I do not want to be in debt like that again. So I'm very, prudent investor. I kind of test things and see how they go, right? So that was lending, okay? And you can find different programs out there. I have to admit, they're not exactly easy to find, okay? I've been looking around, and as I find more, I will put them on my website, okay? So it's good to subscribe to YesFinanciallyFree.com, my blog, all right? So if you haven't done that already, you should definitely do that, because as I find out more research, I'm going to put the links there. Does the value of your investment grow with the price of your currency? I lost 150,000 Bitcoin. Fascinating. Okay. So as we know, just so you guys understand, the value of currency goes up and down, right? Bitcoin and the value of the US dollar goes up and down. The value of all these currencies go up and down. So it is a little complicated to figure out, you know, what's going on with the value of your currency every day, because it depends on what currency you live in. Like if you're doing euros for a living, or if you live in the United States and US dollars, you know, everything is always fluctuating, right? So the value of Bitcoin up and down, up and down. And as we all know, or maybe you don't, digital currency, cryptocurrency has no inherent value except what people put into it, right? You guys understand? So that is another thing, all right? So that is why when you invest, you need to invest wisely and understand what you're doing and what you're investing with, okay? No collateral, okay? Not sure what exactly you mean, but that's okay. All right? So Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of these things, they have no inherent value except what people value them for. And a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin is not very good now because of the transaction fees, right? Because it used to be, my brother last year was using it to buy things in Thailand, right? He was using his phone and he was buying things in Thailand with Bitcoin, right? And that's the whole dream of cryptocurrency, is that you can use it to transact, no middleman, no fees, or low fees, right? That's what people want it for. You know, let's go around, and my brother was enjoying this, you know, he's buying things with his Bitcoin. And then this year happens and he stopped. Why? Because the fees are so high for Bitcoin. Now that doesn't mean the fees are so high for Ethereum or Dash or Zcash or Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, one of their biggest arguments was they cannot transact with these crazy fees. So they split off, right? Bitcoin Cash split off, and now they market that they have very low fees. So you can still go around and transact and not have these crazy fees. So now you can buy coffee, they say, with Bitcoin Cash as opposed to Bitcoin, where you have to pay like, I guess the fees now are like $4 or $5, I guess. So you would have to pay a fee of $5 to buy coffee that's $1 or something. That's ridiculous, right? So a lot of people are getting shy of Bitcoin able to transact anymore, right? Now there's all these other things coming up down the line and trying to improve it to go faster and then lower miner fees and all that. Not to mention trying capital gains tax. Yeah, lots of things going on. So cryptocurrency, there's a lot of different factors. So if you're investing blindly, you really need to stop and take a look at what's going on. And you just have to go online and really research. You can learn all these things. So the dream of cryptocurrency is you can use it like a currency, which means the fees have to be lowered. Otherwise, there's no point. Okay, I think that we all understand this. There's no point in using it as a currency if the fees are so high. So Bitcoin right now, everybody knows it's not being used like a currency. It's being used like a place to store all your money kind of thing. So Ethereum, I think you can still use as a currency, although it does have some fees. Bitcoin Cash, the fees are very low. Bcash, Litecoin, have low fees. Okay. So our lending companies dealing mostly in Bitcoin. Honestly, I've only successfully done that one lending company that was doing Bitcoin lending. There was another one that I found that was BitConnect Coin, but it also got shut down in the United States and Canada. I heard. True about Bitcoin is this bubble will burst again. It's like Bitcoin goodbye right now. I'm not gonna tell you I know. I'm not gonna say I know Bitcoin's a goodbye. I'm not gonna say. Do your research and you can figure it out for yourself. But anyway, so I'm still researching lending programs because I like them. They pay such high interest. Holy crap. I found some more that are also Bitcoin lending, but I'm still researching. And as I find them, I'll add them to my blog. So aside from that, the next thing is mining. I started researching mining yesterday. I wanted to start mining some coins. They're all a goodbye right now. Yeah. So I started researching some mining. And I basically looked online, how do you mine, how to find mining, cloud mining, because I didn't want to buy hardware in my own house and mine my own hardware. Not that it's a bad idea. I mean, you could totally do that. For me, I just didn't want to go there. Okay. So someone's asking how to purchase cryptocurrencies. You just go online and join an exchange, and then you can put your money in there and trade it for the crypto that you want. Coinbase. Some people are saying Coinbase. I can't use Coinbase in Hawaii. It's interesting that I can. So I get my coin in very convoluted ways. Anyway, thanks for the hearts, guys. So thank you for answering the question, by the way. Weird. It's the law. Hawaii law is very strict on us. You cannot use Coinbase. God, it was so hard for me to buy any crypto when I started. Anyway, let's move on from there, okay? So mining. I do. I'm also part of various mining programs. So I also am learning about how to make mining cost effective. Okay. Someone's asking me to play a baseball card. Not to compare. Thanks for asking. So when you do cloud mining, what happens is you pay money for someone else who already has these mining fields. They've already got computers set up. They've got space. They're already mining. And they need you to help pay for their electricity, to upgrade their equipment, things like that. So you put in money in there, and then they will mine the cryptocurrency, and they'll share their profits with you in pool. Okay? So someone's saying Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. You can find mining. You can find places that will mine Ethereum. I have a friend who's using Mining Max. They bought a machine through Mining Max. All right, and they're mining Ethereum, but I guess they can switch to any altcoin they like or certain altcoins. So she can mine more than Ethereum. Okay. So basically what she did was she bought an actual machine in a mining camp in California, and they put her machine in this big building. It's mining for her and sending her money to her account. So, and she tells me she's making a huge profit. Now, she put in a big investment as well. So, but she says that she's profiting pretty well. So mining is another option. Now, another reason she's profiting is because when she started, Ethereum was only like $50, and now it's like $1,000. What is it, 1,700 or something? Crazy. in a year, like, like huge difference in the value of Ethereum. So of course she's profiting a lot because Ethereum value went up a lot, right? So it also depends what currency you're mining. Obviously, if the currency doesn't increase in value, it will not be as high as a return, okay? Max has been invested in South Korea. Are the investments a one-time fee? All right. So mining investments usually are a one-time fee, but then after like a year contract or so long, you have to renew it. And the reason you have to renew it is because they used your money for the electricity, or they need to upgrade the machine or something like that. Okay, so that's how mining works. Now, I don't think Mining Max is a scam because my friend, she's using it. It doesn't seem like a scam to me. So now, when I looked up Mining Max myself, so I was like, hey, girl, that sounds cool, you know. Her ROI, I'm not going to say what the typical ROI is because it really depends on what the value of the currency is, how the value changes. I mean, for her, when she started doing her Ethereum mining, Ethereum was not valued that high, right? It was still valued pretty high, but it wasn't nearly what it is today. You know, now it's like 1,000 something, really much higher than when she started, and that's within a year. Okay, so unless you can magically predict how the value of the currency will increase from when you put it in to later, you cannot predict, you know, how much you're going to make. So there is risk, you know, in cryptocurrency there's always risk. You know, maybe tomorrow people will love Bitcoin. Maybe they'll solve their fee issue and then it'll just jump to the sky. Or maybe they don't. Everyone finds another crypto alternative they love. Like everyone just adopts Ethereum. They're like, oh, I love Ethereum, and they all drop their Bitcoin because they stick to the fees or whatever. Or somebody really big moves to Ethereum and they change the whole value of Bitcoin, right? Of course, you can always lose money when you're investing in cryptocurrency, right? And then if that happens, right? So if that happens, then your Bitcoin value drops and Ethereum goes up the roof. You know, who knows? And I'm not going to predict. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen, right? Because I don't know. But the more you research, the more you get comfortable with it. If you're comfortable with the risk, when you research, you're not going to be stressing at night, right? And you're not going to put in more than is comfortable for you, all right? After I bought Ethereum, I had a chance money to make. Okay, so like when I was looking at Ethereum, and that was just in the middle of the year, it was worth $400. $400, okay? Okay, so you're not investing when you're loaning money to people who are mining. Well, I had to buy crypto and, you know, lend them crypto, right? I lend, like, all these mining places, they want crypto. You send your Bitcoin to the lender, and then they pay you daily Bitcoin payout, yeah? So that's the lending. The mining, you're buying equipment, you're buying space at someone's mine. I don't know if they call it a mine. Does it sound like it ever got government approved? Interesting. Okay, so the next step that I'm looking at is cloud mining. So cloud mining is when you're assisting in basically what miners do. That's awesome. Right? That's make money off Bitcoin. What miners do is they help make sure that all the transactions are legit in the blockchain or wherever, in whichever currency you're transacting in. Someone has to verify that the transactions are legit. Okay. So to verify the transactions are legit, we have people called miners. Right? So miners are crucial for cryptocurrency. What they do is they validate that, oh yes, you sent money to this person, they sent money to that person, and they do that through solving these mathematical equations. That's the best way that I can explain what mining is. All right. So when you invest in mining, you're basically becoming part of the cryptocurrency community because you are assisting in verifying the transaction. Okay? Now, when you assist in verifying transactions, you're rewarded. All right? So miners get rewarded. So when they solve the problems and they verify the transactions, and I'm not going to get into too much detail because I honestly don't know in that much detail, but they do get some of that cryptocurrency which they're mining as a reward. Okay? So that is what happens when you mine. All right? Now, if you want to get involved in mining, what I did was I just Googled cloud mining because I didn't want to actually own my own equipment. Although you can own your own equipment, and I'm not going to say do whatever you want, but someone's using their printer and a fax machine. There you go. See that? When I get more into this, I might start mining on my own machines. Okay, but when I started with the one company that I did lending, well, yeah, that one company that I did lending with, I just lent $50 US. Seems to be the general standards. You can start at like $50 US for some of these companies that I've seen. So it's not that high an investment to test in my lending company. You're welcome. So for mining, I just invested $30 in one cloud mining place. I think it's called HashFlare. Now I'm mining Zcash. So I'm not saying that Zcash will go up in value or it's a great investment. Okay, I'm just saying that that's what I'm doing. It's personal experience here. All right. So, but you can actually go online, look up cloud miners, and see for yourself. Now, a lot of mining, just like my friend is doing Mining Max, marry me in New I already have a husband, honey. Sorry, I'm taken. So, is electricity expensive in Hawaii? Yes. Okay, moving on. So, so I did look up Mining Max. Like my friend is doing Mining Max, making a nice profit from it. I don't know if modem's any good for mining. I'm not going to answer. I don't know. So she, when I went to look up that company, they actually sold out. So you couldn't buy any more mining machines from them. And when I looked online at these different cloud mining places, the first two that I found recommended, and they seem very legit. They seem like good places. They all sold out. You can't even buy any of their mining packages because they just don't have any right now. Because they have a limited amount of space, you know, when they have their machines and they're running they cannot just put in as many machines as people buy because they run out of room, right? So so a lot of these cloud mining places, they actually don't have, you cannot actually buy contract with them right now. So that's something to think about, right? But if you go online and look, like the one I found, they did have some packages you could buy. So I'm not going to tell you if it's good or not. I just did it yesterday. So, you know, you have to, I'm on Oahu, by the way. So basically when you do mining or any kind of investing, right, this is the law of any kind of investing. You see how much you're putting in, that's your initial investment money, right? To calculate return on investment, you figure out how much money you are making, right? And then that is the amount of money that you're getting back. Now, with mining, you put it in, you don't get it back, okay? Because you're paying for electricity, you're paying for, it's not like lending. Okay, lending, you get the money back, which is nice, right? With mining, you put the money in, you're basically investing in a company. That was great. It's great. Your daughter's in Oahu. Wonderful. She must be enjoying the beautiful weather here, right? So anyway, when you do mining, you put your money in, you're not going to get it back. Okay, you're paying for electricity, you're paying for your hardware, you're paying for things like that. So that money's gone. So your return of investment is the money you make back. Is it more than what you invested, and how much more is it? So there is a risk to both kinds of investments. Okay. So if you ever go to meet a Sleep Number store, say hi to Natalie. Sleep Number. Is that a mattress store? Am I using my fax machine printing? If you're mining using a fax machine and printer, you're obviously very techy. Okay, so you can do your own course if you want. I would learn from you. I'd love to learn how you're mining your printer and fax machine. So anyway, okay, that's all I got for today, guys. I'm glad you jumped on and joined. All right. So more information will be on my blog. Like I said, I'm testing the mining, the lending, also testing. But these are ways that you can invest in the cryptocurrency space without freaking out and losing sleep. Okay, you put money in, and the profits that you make, you use it to pay for your lifestyle, right? And if you're doing mining, you would have to pay back your initial investment, and then the profits you use for your lifestyle. So I hope that helps you guys. You know, so if you're going and buying and holding and you're watching the market go up and down, that'll just make you crazy. That would make me crazy. Oh my God, like I would freak out, right? So invest wisely. Always check your ROI. Definitely, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. You can jump on my blog to see a replay of this at any time. It is yesfinanciallyfree.com, right? And you can always go to the link in my profile. If you're on Instagram, you can click on that link to get on my email list. If you're on Periscope, you can also click on that link to get on my email list. And you can see how I help people become financially free every day through a mentorship program which I call Finance Freedom Mastermind, which I actually really love to do because it's fun. I help people deprogram their brains from having a job to make money. It's really hard. We've been raised ever since we're children in the school system to just be used to being in a job-like environment, you know. And when we get out, like me this last year, it's like, what the heck am I doing? You know, I'm not in a job. It's freaking me out. You know, the job withdrawal. You know, so I help you get over that. I help you learn how to invest for passive income, which pays you monthly so that you can actually live off of it instead of just watching your portfolio grow and you can't touch it until 65. Culture. Why do people do that? But anyway, so you learn how to make money work for you, pay it into your own bank account monthly, quarterly, and improve your lifestyle. Yeah, that's what I do for a living. I help people become financially free, which means to me having more free time to do what you love, which is being with your family, you know, being a mother, is what I love to do, being a good wife. You know, I love my husband, you know, we go on dates, we have fun together, you know, that's why I got married, right? So this is my passion, right? I will invest only if you weird person. Okay, so if you're interested in learning more about that, then definitely go to the link in my profile, put in your name, your email, get on my email list. I have an awesome email list. I send out inspiring little emails every now and then with little tips and hot tricks on how to financially be faster, how to learn more about anything that is making a good return, which is why I'm talking about cryptocurrency, because the returns are so high. That's why I'm talking about it, right? So anything that's making good return, whether it's real estate investing, dividend stock yielding, investment, cryptocurrency, I like to talk about it because it makes a difference. Now, everything I said in this broadcast, by the way, is just my personal opinion. Just so you know, do your own research, figure it out for yourself, right, before you jump into any kind of investing, and be wise about your money. You know, as I always say in all of my information, pay yourself first, right, and be good to yourself, right? Pay yourself first, pay other people last. You know, you want to take care of your own finances and become free so you can have a better lifestyle, right? Now, this is one thing that is amazing that I didn't realize would happen, but after a year, I never get sick anymore. You know, I have great health. I just did my blood work, perfectly healthy, right? Great energy. I get to do what I love. You know, it just makes you a happier person. And when you're a happier, freer person and you have money under control, you become a role model, right? Someone says get out of debt first before investing. I would say I actually don't agree with that because it's kind of depressing to work on debt without investing. If you're in debt and you're like working on investing, yes, financiallyfree.com. Thank you for sharing that. That is exactly the website. It's a good blog. It has a lot of good research on it. But like I said, when I was in debt, I was still investing when I was in debt. I was paying off debt and I was investing at the same time. Because if you just pay off debt, you get stuck in this, and it's depressing, all right? But if you're paying off debt and investing at the same time, it feels good. Because you're like, okay, I'm making progress here and I'm making progress there. And you don't have to be investing a lot. You can start investing with a very little money, right? And as long as you are being smart, calculating your ROI, and understanding what you're doing with your money, don't know what Chia network is. Sorry. As long as you're smart and looking into what you're doing, how your ROI is improving, whether you're making a good return with the money you're putting in, then you can understand if you're improving, right? And as you improve, you will make progress and you will start being able to pay yourself passive income. ROI is return on investment, right? So if you put in a certain amount of money to invest in something, you have to understand how much money you're going to make back. Are you going to get the money you put in back, like a loan, or is it out forever, right? If you put money in and it's out forever and you're not going to get it back, then you have to understand that you need to make back the money you put in, and then on top of that is the profit. So you have to keep track of things like that, right? I have spreadsheets where I keep track of things like that, just so I understand BitConnect. Not sure what you mean by BitConnect, but anyway, BitConnect coin is what we're talking about. So anyways, thank you for being live. I'm going to end this. I'm going to do breakfast. You know, it's good to have breakfast, guys. If you take anything away from here, have breakfast today. I don't know what time zone you're in. But anyway, I will see you again next week, Wednesday, for another great topic. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Aloha. Bye. And definitely subscribe. Check out the blog. Love you guys. See you next week.